Hello, this is a tutorial continuing to help you with doing your research for your scenario for your ethics class, in which you make a decision as to what an employee should do who's working for a computer recovery, data recovery company. If he discovers some information on the computer that looks as though the person who owns it has committed a criminal act. So last time we looked at going through my courses, clicking on library resources and services, and using this search engine to search for articles. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go to the databases, in particular the newspaper databases. So I click on databases by subject, and I'm going to come down to the category news, and I'm going to choose America's News. That database has a lot of newspaper articles in it. Now, to get a more specific search going, I'm going to start off with a headline type of search, and I'll just type in some words: computer repair. Okay. And I mean, there are a lot of different topics I can be searching, but I'm going to look at a little bit more on, and then I'm going to set my next part to all text search, a little bit more on the idea of the discovery of criminal type of data on a computer. I'm kind of following that to see what I can find on that information. I'll say discover and put an asterisk for discover, discovering, and CRIM for crime or criminal. So I'm going to see what kind of results I get from that search. And I'll just go ahead and click search, and we'll see what happens, what we retrieve. All right, so the first one is talking about child porn. It's reportedly found on a computer dropped off for repair, which can really create some issues, okay? And is talking about someone who discovered it and reported the incident to the police. Well, that's a criminal act. It isn't the same, but it is a serious crime. Therefore, you might want to get an article like that to show what was done in a particular situation in which there was something that was suspicious. And that's another word you can use when you're looking for words that are that you use for your keywords. Okay, I'm going to click back on my results, scroll down, and look at some others. And here we go. We find yet another case. Police computer repair shop reports porn on man's device. So you need to kind of look at some of these and see what we're finding. This one says this case ends with a man facing child porn charges. Pretty serious type of crime that was found. And you can keep coming down and looking at these different articles that are talking about that particular crime. And then we come down to this one: privacy does not compute. This is one of the big issues of a computer reporting, or rather data type of recovery company. They need to promise some kind of privacy. There's no law to protect your most sensitive data from being accessed when you take a computer in for repair. So that makes you think, well, what's going on? Do they really have the right to offer that kind of confidentiality? What are the limits of confidentiality? So anyway, this is the kind of search you'll be doing. You can use other words, change your words up if you like. Suspicious, that kind of thing. You could throw in that word and see if you get any different kinds of articles. You could follow some of the issues as far as the person who, an employer who is acting in an unethical way, what the employee should do. So there you go. You've got various articles again, and you can come in there and do some searches. So that's all I wanted to cover for this particular tutorial. You can get help with your citation too. I forgot to point that out. Up here, when you're in an article, go to Cite, find your style that you're using, MLA, APA, whichever. Click on it and you will get help with citation. It isn't always perfect, but it can be helpful. And that's it. That's what I wanted to show you for this tutorial. Thank you for your attention.